So I was tagged in a video, and they wanted my opinion on this. So I can't remember if this is recent, or if this is old footage, or if this is something new. But co-op might be a possibility for Zenless Zone Zero in the future. Or it was cut from the original game. Again, I don't remember or don't know when this was timestamped. But if it is being added in the future, first off, the bandwidth between people is gonna be rough for some, especially having two very flashy characters on screen at the same time. But if they manage to pull this off, assuming it's still gonna be a possible future feature, I think the bosses are going to be a big problem. Because the enemies we deal with now already have absurd health pools. I can only imagine how much HP a co op boss is going to have. Like, hell, I wouldn't be surprised if they make the co op mode a timed thing like they do with Deadly Assault. Because the only way I see a prolonged battle happening in a co op, especially for players that have like M6 agents, is if the bosses damn near have a billion health. Because the type of damage I see casually done every like couple seconds in this game for max level agents is insane. Like, you could see Hugo casually do like 10 plus million damage, or you could see Alice, Jane, or Miyabi, or just any anomaly unit pumping out like millions, or on the lowest end, like hell, the agents I have don't have any copies. The S ranks, I mean. And I'm still, for at least like Jane and Alice, pumping out like a 500,000 damage every like 3 to 4 seconds. And that's without being buffed by other characters. Could you imagine if the buffs that if you had a team, like the other team had a support, it buffed yours? If it buffed your units, I can only imagine how insane the damage is gonna go up if they do something like that. I can even imagine people purposely having another person join just to have every support in there for the sake of buffing the other team's unit as much as possible. Like, imagine just having like all the supports on one side and then having like a big nuker on the other side that could just obliterate the boss after being pumped up with every single buff imaginable. So to sum all this up, balancing co-op in this game would be a mighty task. But if they do manage to pull it off, assuming this is even still a possibility for this game to have, it's going to be finicky. Because, again, the hardest problem here isn't even going to be the bosses, it's going to be balancing. Because you can already just dominate with a team, especially if you have like maximum copies or a max out W engine or both. So having two teams, especially if the buffs bounce between each other, it's going to be very hard without just making the bosses have an absurd amount of health.